Hey, what's up guys? Today we are going to do a little arts and crafts. We are going to be adding a Savur retrieval butt onto one of our rods. I'm going to take this is a Quantum KVD cranking rod that I've had for years. I'm going to mount one of the Savur Outdoors retrieval devices on here. All right, so it does come, when you buy these retrieval devices, it does come with instructions. I know there's a video or two out there as well, but basically it says that we're gonna need safety glasses, that's important, utility knife, sandpaper, Phillips head screwdriver, a small pick or paper clip, paper towel, and alcohol wipes. Possibly you might need a drill with a 1/4 inch bit, a Dremel tool with a metal cutting wheel, or a hacksaw. So we may or may not have all those things, but we'll make do with what we got. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the foam off at the end of this butt, and everything works out. We're just gonna be able to slide the end of the blank right up, slide this housing right up over the end of the blank. It looks like that's gonna be real close. This is a little bit thicker than some of my other rod blanks, so hopefully that'll work out. So one thing you do want to do is cut away from you as much as you can help. So try to cut into that foam as much as you can without actually digging into the rod blank itself. So make a couple passes. Go ahead and get into the foam, but that way you're not going to splinter up your rod blank and have issues with that later on down the road. Got some 400 grit sandpaper. I wonder if I can clean this thing up to where I can slip that get over this blank. Okay, so now we're going to take the little epoxy kit. 2-part epoxy here. Put the epoxy on some like cardboard or something. Looks pretty good if you ask me. Heck yeah. So I'll go ahead and just clean up my mess over here. Get all this stuff out of the way. So we did get pretty dirty as far as having to do all the grinding and stuff. You can see all the dust all over the reel and my rod and everything. But we'll get all that stuff cleaned up. That's the final product there. You don't have to do anything else on this initial install. Everything else is already done. So this bobbin is already inside here. The line is already attached to the actual butt. And so you don't have to do anything. All you got to do is get this sucker on here and it's ready to go. Okay guys, so that was actually about as hard as this thing can get, which really wasn't too bad. I don't know, I probably spent about an hour or so. Not too bad. If you have those thicker blank rods, you'll spend a little bit more time kind of shaving that blank down a little bit in order to get that butt on the blank. So you guys saw that. I have a Dremel tool. You definitely need one of those. You wouldn't want to do that with sandpaper by hand. If you have a Dremel tool, that's a pretty easy deal. You just shave it down until you can get that butt over the end of it. And then some other times you're going to have a skinnier rod blank and you're going to have to build it up with masking tape, and then you'll put your epoxy over that and that'll all basically just combine into one solid piece, and it'll be just as sturdy as if you were epoxying it onto the blank itself. So there's a couple different ways. I may go ahead and do one with one of my skinnier blanks as well. I've got some reloads that I'm going to be doing, so I will go over how to reload your Savur retrieval devices as well. So basically you're cutting that cork off, that EVA foam off. You're going to shave that down. You're going to smooth it out with some sandpaper or your Dremel tool, and then you're just going to epoxy that retrieval device on there. So everything else is done for you when you buy the retrieval device and you're adding this to your rod for the very first time. So, you know, I think that you could probably even get this down to like a 30-minute deal if you didn't have to shave it down at all. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this device. There are some videos out there of them being used. I have had them go off. I've accidentally set my rod inside of my molded in rod holders in my kayak, and you have a bunch of rain and you don't realize that your rod holder, your molded in rod holders don't have anywhere to drain out. So boom, sets one off. I've had that happen, so I do know these things work. Maybe one of these days I'll show you guys how it actually works out there on the water. Wife's calling me. Wife's calling me, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. I appreciate you guys hanging in there. Give me a like, subscribe, comment down in the comment section below if this is something that you guys would put on your rod, or if you have, put one on your rod. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.